This afternoon, a biggie here. The New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. The next to last game of the regular season for the Marlins. It could be the same for the Mets, depending on what happens as soon as tonight.
The Mets do not control their own fate. They're behind the Reds by virtue of the tiebreaker. Makes tonight a must win.
A Met loss and a Red win puts Cincinnati in the wild card and the Mets out. We'll see what happens.
Over the last 3.5 months, we've seen the Mets pitching be substandard. We've seen their hitting be inconsistent. We've seen their defense make mistake after mistake. But now their backs are against the wall and they can't afford any of that over these final 2 games.
They're going to go after one of the best pitchers for the Marlins, and they're going to have to go right through it. Yuri Perez here to get off to a good start. It's start number 20 for Mr. Perez.
And if you're the Mets, the last people that you wanted to run in the last weekend of the series is guys like Sandy Alcantara, Yuri Perez, and then they got Cabrera tomorrow.
The Mets may have some confidence. He lasted only 2/3 of an inning late August when he faced them 3 hits, 5 runs.
You don't think he's thinking about that?
He's thinking about it too, and he wants to atone for that.
Francisco Lindor led off last night's game with a home run. And a 4-pitch walk to Lindor to start the day.
Now he has to deal with Juan Soto.
Popped him up. Foul territory, left side. Norby has got it, 1 away.
Here comes Big Pete.
He played 162 games last year.
Yeah.
He's playing his 161st game today. 415 straight games on the field. And it's inside, goes to the backstop off Hicks's mitt, and that'll get Lindor to second base. Fastball drilled toward the gap in left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Lindor is in to score. Alonso into second base with his 41st double of the year. His 125th run batted in. And the Mets are off to another fast start. It's 1-0 New York.
Well, you fall behind Pete, and you got to come in with the heater.
Now we'll see if the Mets can add on as Brandon Nimmo steps in.
And Brandon bloops one, shallow left, falling fast, and it's in for a base hit. Alonso was halfway. He'll go to third. Nimmo in a bloop single, and the Mets have first and third and 1 out.
They're already 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Today they were 1 for 10 in game 1.
It'll bring up Starling Marte.
Nimmo edging away, he goes, and the throw by Hicks not even close.
Marte with a high fly ball to left field. Alonso, is he going to give it a go from third? No.
I would have went there. I got it. You got to send him.
If the Mets don't score again here, they're going to think, oh no, here we go again. This is shades of last night. Called strike 3 at the knees. Jeff McNeil is irate.
Boy, you hate to leave those men on base.
Well, the Mets will go into these last 18 innings of the season not knowing anything about how their pitching is going to go. All they know is that Clay Holmes is getting the ball to start today.
Well, only Nolan McLean knows that he has the day off. Everyone else could pitch today. The Mets have a history of some big starts in game 161. They'd love to see one from Clay Holmes today.
Very quickly, 2 out.
Looper to shortstop. Lindor's got it on just 5 pitches. Clay Holmes has a 1-2-3 opening inning. Alvarez DH'd last night, went 1 for 4.
Got him. Foul tipped and hung on to by Liam Hicks.
Ronnie Mauricio getting a start at third base. His first start since August the 24th.
Swing and a miss. Looked ugly there. Nicely done by Yuri.
That one a line shot and a diving stop by X, the second baseman. He flopped down to the outfield turf, pops up and tosses to first in time to end the inning.
Holmes continues to make quick work of the Marlins. It'll bring left-hand hitting Troy Johnston to the plate.
3-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball away. First strikeout for Holmes, who has set down the first 5.
1-1 pitch popped in the air, left field, not deep. In comes Nimmo. He's under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. 18 pitches thrown in 2 innings by Clay Holmes.
Back to the top of the order we go for New York.
2-2 to Lindor is cut on and missed. Good slider up top for Yuri Perez. Yuri, he has set down the last 6 that he's seen.
Pete Alonso comes up. He drove in the run with a double in the opening inning. Driven out to deep left field. Back goes Hernandez to the warning track, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso goes deep. His 38th home run of the year, and it's 2-0 New York.
Boy, Pete loves slugging against this Marlins team.
Met fans have packed this place, hoping that the Mets are able to pull a wild card spot out of the fire. And Alonso has given them a charge with an RBI double and now a home run. 38 home runs, 126 runs driven in, and now 80 extra base hits.
He's trying to single-handedly deliver the offensive blows today.
Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Heriberto Hernandez.
3-1 pitch. Misses high and tight. That's the first base runner.
Given where we are right now, should the Mets have somebody up in their bullpen right now?
I would.
Edwards with a rocket up the middle and a base hit into center field. A 2-out walk and a hit. That's the first hit of the day for Miami. Here comes Marcy.
Ground ball past the mound. McNeil shuffles to his right, throws and got him by a stride. Side retired. Nice play by McNeil.
Starling Marte leads off.
Swing and a miss. He got him on a sweeper. Marte strikes out.
So Perez walks Alvarez. It's a 2-out walk. Going to bring up Ronnie Mauricio.
1-2 is cut on and missed. Curveball, dirt bound. Hicks picks it up. He swipes the tag on Mauricio, and the inning is over.
Clay Holmes with a big time inning. He needed that so badly. 1-2-3 in the fourth. Keeps it 2-0.
Yuri Perez will face Tyrone Taylor.
Got him. Another strikeout for Yuri Perez. That's number 8.
3-2 again is cut on and missed. Slider bearing low and in. Yuri's got a huge smile on his face.
9 strikeouts for Perez, matching his season high.
1-2 from Yuri. Soto with a check swing, and he did go around. He chased it, change up low. Yuri Perez has bounced back beautifully. 10 punch outs. That ties a career high for Yuri Perez.
Well, you would not have banked on Clay Holmes being out there for the 5th inning when this game began, but Holmes has been very efficient through his first 4.
The 1-2 swung out and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a sweeper. 1 man away. Second strikeout for Holmes.
So back-to-back 2-out walks, and the Marlins have the tying runs on base.
He's got to get out of this inning. It's just he has no other option. As a pitcher, you have to get this out. Have to. You want your team to win the game, you got to get him out.
And Edwards hits one on the ground, and McNeil is right there to play it. Side retired.
And if Clay Holmes is done, he will get vigorous pats on the back.
And a leadoff walk issued by Yuri Perez.
And it'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
And a balk called against Perez. They missed one earlier. They didn't miss this one.
Yuri kicks and fires his 100th pitch of his outing. He struck him out. That's a new career high. 11 strikeouts for Yuri Perez. And here comes Clayton McCullough.
Good one to end on. It's like ending on a make. And Yuri Perez certainly did that. He spun a slider down below the zone, got Nimmo to bite, and Yuri is happy with that. High fives all around.
And there are 2 men away. Here's McNeil.
That's pulled down the line. McNeil's got himself a base hit. That'll roll on the wall, and that'll get Alonso in with the 3rd Met run. Jeff McNeil finally gets a payoff with an RBI double, and it's 3-0 New York.
This is a big swing here with 2 outs and a man in scoring position. The Mets couldn't get Nimmo to bring him in or Marte to bring him in. McNeil, though, does the job.
Clay Holmes has given the Mets an extraordinary performance today. The Mets needed it the most. Trying to join the likes of Maine and Santana with big games with the season on the line. Second to last day against the Marlins. And the curveball bounced down to first, handled by Alonso, and the throw is on target. With a 3-1 putout, one away. And Normie bounces one to short. Lindor is there. And Holmes has his 10th ground ball out, his 3rd in a row. Hit hard, but right at McNeil on one hop. Side retired. 6 scoreless innings for Clay Holmes. 11 ground ball outs. A magnificent performance in the clutch for Clay Holmes.
A masterful 77-pitch, 6-inning shutout outing for Clay Holmes is in the books.
It's a base hit from Mauricio. That's a leadoff single for Mauricio.
Teller gives himself up and pushes the bunt to the first baseman, and Paulie almost got beat to the bag.
Lindor crushed that ball to the warning track in center, just to the left of straightaway center, as Juan Soto is coming up. So lefty coming in.
And if he waylays him for ball 4, the ball came hard off the backstop, so Mauricio holds it second. And with that walk, Soto ties the Mets club record with his 125th free pass of the year. Well, now a chance for Pete to break this game open.
Alonso swings and misses at a fastball, strike three. Simpson did indeed strike him out.
The Mets leave first and second in the seventh.
Brooks Raley is on to try and hold the fort in the seventh. 0-2 coming. In the air to right field. Soto eases back a couple of strides. Side retired. 1-2-3 for Raley in the bottom of the seventh.
Mets will now turn the pitching over to Tyler Rogers.
Bring a guy in for defense, and what happens? First two balls hit to him, and he handles them no problem. Now the 1-2. Got him swinging. Side retired. Tyler Rogers turns it a 1-2-3/8.
George Soriano, a right-hander, will come on to pitch for Miami. And the Mets have done some damage against him in the past in 4 games in which Soriano's faced the Mets. He's given up 10 earned runs.
Broken bat looper, that'll go into center field for a base hit. The barrel of the bat wound up at third base, and Alvarez winds up at first base. So 1 out and 1 on. Now Tyrone Taylor. And Taylor lines one into center field for a base hit.
That pushes Alvarez into scoring position for Lindor.
And now a chance for Lindor to break this game open. Lindor hits one on the ground, base hit! Alvarez to third, he'll be waved home. Taylor goes to third. Francisco Lindor pads the lead with an RBI single, and it's 4-0 New York. RBI number 86 for Lindor, and now the Mets have a little more breathing room. All the Mets fans on the first base side in the lower deck are standing, and there are thousands of them. I mean, this is like Citi Field South right now.
So that will bring up Juan Soto.
He takes off, and Soto walks, and here comes Taylor. He'll score on the wild pitch. Taylor comes home to make it 5-0. So with that walk, Soto breaks the Mets club record, his 126th walk of the season, one more than John Oler had in 1998.
Well, he had no other option. Only other option he had was to get the hit by pitch.
Second walk of the inning, and that loads him up for Marte. Mets could use one more hit to feel comfortable.
1-2 to Marte. Swinging a roller towards short. Charged by Lopez. He's got it. Throws off balance in time. Side retired. But the Mets tack on.
Even with a 5-run lead, Carlos Mendoza's taking no chances. He's going right to Edwin Diaz.
No messing around. Go to the king.
Swing and a miss. And Marcy down on strikes to start the ninth.
Boy, he blew that one right by him.
Slider hit in the air to left field. Nimmo retreats to the warning track and makes the catch, 2-man down. So the Marlins are down to their final out. Last time the Mets had a game where they gave up 1 hit or less was their combined no-hitter against the Phillies in 2022. Edwin Diaz finished that game. 1-1 coming. Ground ball. Diaz has it. And the ball game is over. With their backs against the wall, the Mets get a must-win victory. A combined 1-hitter, brilliant pitching by Clay Holmes and the bullpen. Pete Alonso with a great offensive day. And the Mets stay alive into the final day of the season as they beat the Marlins today 5-0.